Playoff football has once again returned to our nation's capital as you get a look inside Northwest Stadium here in Landover. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And now a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Second and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 38-yard.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run it here with Bowden. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards there, good for Washington first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's got daylight. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Stewart. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stewart. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away,
because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Adams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here's Adams from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Strong.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Strong. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw. Strong. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
And the Lions 1st down.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
Up the middle they go. Stewart. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stewart. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back to throw. Strong. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. stands out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Two good drives on their first two possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And a Washington offense heading out. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
36.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Strong. We'll try and do. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
That's a tough one there defensively, because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. 17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Adams. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He'll dump this one off to Bowden, complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Adams. The RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Adams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Adams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So great play there, obviously because of the loss. We had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
Great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us in run defense we need
fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Following the fumble recovery. Strong. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Stewart. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Strong. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Strong. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cooper. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle they go. Stewart. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Strong. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Strong. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Detroit Lions first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Lions.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stewart. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Strong. And will find the open man. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Strong. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Adams now throwing to start the drive. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Second and 13. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Adams to throw, operating from the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, have excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every time.
The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 6. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
7-yard pickup.
So a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. He finds his man, complete. It's Day.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Up the middle they go. Stewart trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
No gain on the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stewart. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Strong. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
First and goal.
Off the bootleg. Strong. Touchdown. Fly yard out. And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Adams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Strong. And he rifles one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Strong. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
1st down, Lions.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the 1st down.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Commanders' 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Strong. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Throwing to start the drive. Adams. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Weber. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mason. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run with Bowden. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself close.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Off play action. Strong. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice game there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the first down marker. But as you notice, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
Saving one of his best for the fourth quarter. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Strong. Over the middle, it's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Washington offense back out there. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Adams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
Operating from the gun. Adams. They'll check this one down to Bowden, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Mason, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This is caught inside the 15. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Adams. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. front on the inside handoff. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Strong. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Strong. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Strong. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Adams. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
It leads to second and 10.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Number 11. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Now Adams from the gun on third down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Bowden. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
47-yard line.
They'll try it again with Bowden. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Looking to throw. Adams. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a third and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15.
Looking to throw. Adams. He finds his man. Complete. It's Weaver.
Complete to number 37.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
6-yard line.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A little juke. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Off play action. Strong. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
A gain of 15. First down, Detroit.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.